another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put the time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Be yourself, see yourself, this is the show my people. Believe our hopes up to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to be obeyed. And all the things that will happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play around, get where you need to. You can tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling? It's the show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Be yourself, see yourself, this is the show my people. Believe our hopes up to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to be obeyed. And all the things that will happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Be yourself, see yourself, this is the show my people. Believe our hopes up to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect.
Welcome, this is WUB, Wake Up Belize, Morning Vibes. It's a Friday morning. It's the 5th day of June 2026. I'm Nuri Muhammad and we welcome you, like usual, to our program this morning. You know that we go through certain preliminaries and we clear that before we get into the main course a little bit after 7 o'clock. What we have in the preliminaries is a look at the weather. Mr. Rodon, did you say? All right, so we have our forecaster. And then we give you the news package prepared by our news center. So, our forecaster, please.
Good morning, Belize. The country experienced tranquil weather last night into early this morning with little to no rainfall observed over the country. Mainly fair weather conditions prevail. The 24-hour forecast: sunny with a few cloudy spells today and partly cloudy skies tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated with a medium chance for a few more over the extreme south tonight. The maximum temperatures for today will reach 89 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 94 inland, and 82 up in the hills. The low temperatures for tonight will drop to around 82 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast 74 inland, and 68 up in the hills. The winds will be from the east-southeast at 10 to 20 knots, and the sea conditions will be moderate. A low tide will occur this morning at 6:28, followed by a high tide this afternoon at 12:38, another low tide tonight at 8:16, and another high tide early tomorrow morning at 2:30. The sun will set this evening at 6:25 and will rise early tomorrow morning at 5:17. The moon will set this morning at 9:35 and will rise tonight at 10:45. In the sargassum forecast, there is a possibility that a few more sargassum mats could drift ashore during the coming days, resulting in moderate impacts on beaches across the country. The outlook for Saturday and Saturday night is for similar weather conditions to prevail. In the tropical weather outlook, tropical cyclone activity is not expected over our area during the next 48 hours. For a review of our forecast and other products, please visit our website at nms.gov.bz. Our next forecast comes out at 12 p.m. this afternoon. With that, we end this morning's forecast from the Belize National Met Service.
The first private radio in Belize since 1989. Creme FM presents the news. Informative, accurate, current information, local, regional, and international news, weather and sports. And now, the news.
The government of Belize has introduced the National Security Council Amendment Bill 2026, which would mandate vetting of all security personnel with access to sensitive information. Prime Minister John Bersenio explained that corruption within the security forces is undermining the country's fight against organized crime. The amendment would require more stringent screening, including polygraph tests, background checks, and drug testing.
And more our security forces become vulnerable to corruption, that these people that are coming into Belize, and even locals now, or one or two of the gangs that we're dealing with in Belize, are no longer the ones that are in a street corner. These people now have lots of money, and they have some serious guns with them. And they pay for security or information. And now, as we have been beefing up the National Security Directorate, and not the National Security Council, which is directly under my charge. Modernizing this institution, getting a lot of training, getting assistance, getting help from all over to ensure that we can have a top-notch Security Council, and to be able to see how we can fight off these elements. So the proposed legislative amendment is to require stringent vetting, including polygraphing of the National Defense Directorate. It is the first of its kind in Belize and underscores the commitment of this administration to root out corruption. We expect other security services to follow with similar legislative amendments in the future. Without pointing fingers, at one time at the Jaya, because it was so loosely managed, you had the police go north and the plane and go south. And they had the police, because people from inside the Jaya could step outside and make a phone call and give the information as to where the police is going to be moving. And I know that we've spoken, I think, to both the BDF and the police, and they say they also want to be a part of that, where they have, not everyone, but people that deal with sensitive data, that they have to be polygraphed to ensure that as best as possible, as we possibly can, that the information that we have, this very important information that we have to be able to fight off these criminals, that it can remain within the department.
The Ministry of Sports has been busy in Belize City and on Thursday, Minister Anthony Marler revealed more about the big plans for the Marion Jones Sporting Complex. Marler said that the work continues at the MCC grounds in the Rogers Stadium, He noted that the Mexico Sports Center is also set for an upgrade and revealed that the master plan at the Marion Jones includes constructing a Olympic-size swimming pool, tennis courts, and a rock climbing area. He said there will be public spaces as well as restricted spaces used strictly for competition.
In terms of Marion Jones, the works are ongoing. If you go there, a lot of land clearing, trying to get the place ready for some of the heavy works that we want to do and some of the upgrades. The Mexico Center is almost complete. The courts are on their way to Belize. The new courts that we're going to put down there. We have ordered the rims, and so a lot of work is going on there. Actually, we're doing a master plan for the entire compound, whereby we're looking to have an Olympic-sized swimming pool, rock climbing, 2 tennis courts, a bunch of stuff, so that you have public spaces and competition spaces. The problem with our facilities is that everybody accesses them all day, and they break up the facilities when we're trying to maintain them. So we have works at Marion Jones, we have work going on at Rogers Stadium, we have works going on at MCC, Marion Jones as well. We've signed an agreement with the Football Federation of Belize to put a synthetic pitch on there. MCC will be natural. We're going to put another synthetic field down in that space that we have in Santa Elena. As you know, we have a small budget, so we have to pick projects at a time, right? We don't have this big exhaustive budget, and a field is expensive, you know. We are trying to do it in a very cost-effective way, and so that's why we've partnered with the Football Federation of Belize, because it helps them with their mandate as well for FIFA.
Mala revealed that the ministry will invest in constructing high-performance centers in the north, in the west, and in the south, as well as in Belize City. He said that the exact location in the districts have not yet been finalized, but added that they will begin with the center at the Marion Jones.
I'm excited for what we're doing right now in sports. Marion Jones is going to be called what we're deeming a high-performance center. So we want to have 4 across the country, 1 in the north, 1 in the west, and 1 in the south. But we're going to start focusing on Marion Jones. We're assessing the situation right now of where the high-performance center would go in the Cayo district. So whether it's Santa Elena or San Ignacio.
And then the People's Stadium upgrade.
Well, again, that's ongoing. That may be a high-performance center. It has a space, but master plans and these things take time. So,
the Belize Energy Workers for Justice (BEWJ) took their plea for severance to the House of Representatives yesterday. The group has been pressing Belize Electricity Limited for payments since February of 2026, when they first wrote the company following last year's Caribbean Court of Justice severance ruling. BEL's most recent position is that it will seek guidance from the High Court. BEWJ spokesperson Dorla Stain says that the delay is taking a toll on their aging members.
And so the minister told us that he will take the matter to cabinet. He also will take the matter to the Attorney General to look at our documents that we gave to him. But we are here because the ruling has been since November of 2025. That's the ruling. But many of us has left the company years ago when severance should have been paid. It was not paid. It takes a court to say so. Well, now we are here at that point. As you see here, many of us are elderly citizens. We are not young persons. We have served the company. We have served our country. I don't know why it takes so long to give us our severance. Additionally to that, why we find it important to come here is because the person who now sits on the chair of BEL and the acting CEO is now with the company, He has collected his money already, him and all the senior managers. But they are denying us the very same thing that are due to us.
Another one of our colleagues passed away again.
Try to bring this thing to a head.
Yes,
guys.
needs to be over with and done.
Yeah,
We see who of that company needs to go.
Right now in a hospital.
Look what he did 2011
hospital again.
to this company and this country.
As you mentioned and we discussed last time, I think BL has to try to expedite this court hearing. I've already mentioned it to Cabinet, and hopefully we can bring this to a head soon. Hopefully within the month, like they promised, no? Because they're arguing it's different circumstances, and I know your position, your very strong and arguable position, and hopefully we can get a determination very soon on this, because it's important, and I don't like that you guys are out here in this heat having to fight for your severance. What you believe and what you deserve, you should get, no? Yeah, so thanks again.
So because the power in his hand, in your boss, he could done this now.
With the ongoing war in the Middle East causing an increase in global fuel cost, many industries have started to feel the effects. This includes the aviation and travel industries. Belize has been affected as the country has lost connection following the shutdown of Spirit Airlines and JetBlue, currently restructuring. Despite this, Tourism Minister Honorable Anthony Marla has said that the loss of those two airlines has not affected Belize's overnight visitors' numbers. He said that there are active talks to introduce airlinks with new cities via airlines that already serve Belize, as well as a push to attract new airlines. Last year, we reported that Liat Air from Antigua and Barbuda planned to pursue flights to Belize this year. Marla revealed that those talks are still ongoing.
These are trying times for the entire industry. I expect to see more Spirit Air. What happened to them occur throughout. I've seen some already in the Caribbean. But we continue to do our work. So you lose some and you gain some. So I believe another airline will increase its capacity to Belize. We're talking to current airlines that we have to expand out of new cities. I can't say these things publicly before it's announced, but we have at least 4 or 5 new routes that we're talking about, separate from the Bermuda air routes that we're discussing. So we continue, that has been one of our primary goals or energies. A lot of our energies have been spent on going after airlift, and then coupled with trying to get more quality hotel rooms into the country.
So, are there any decreases in tourist arrivals as a result of this?
No. Year to date, we're I would say a few thousand up compared to 2025. Most of it is based on uncertainties. War always does this, right? I've been around a long time, so I know how the good thing is that it's not on this side of the world. And so people would feel safer to travel on this side. You have the Ebola outbreak, that's another situation. So if I was thinking about going to Africa, then I would be more hesitant, and hopefully it doesn't spread across the globe like they're expecting. But we've seen these things before, and we have to fight through it day in and day out. So airlift, hotel, and preparing more people in country to accommodate and to give our guests the best experience possible.
Has Liat Air made any moves to pursue flights they had wanted?
We're in discussions with them as well.
That is our package for this morning. There's another news brief coming up a little bit after 12, another one at 3, and a full news broadcast at 5:15 on Creme Radio. Here on XTV, we bring you the entire package of news for the day at 6 o'clock this evening. It's now 10 minutes to 7 o'clock. We'll take a short break, come back, we'll open the phone lines. We do have some guests coming in, but we will open the phone lines to get your input this morning.
Informative, accurate, current information. Krem's newscast. Local, regional, and international news. Weather and sports.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
back. This is WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. And Lisa, I get a telephone call later on today. Let me say greetings to Miss Kuna in Los Angeles, California, who listens to us religiously, regularly. You know, she is not a groupie, but a person who makes sure that she's always in contact with WUB 5 days a week. So greetings to you, Ms. Kuna. Our phone lines are open for the first part of the program because we do have guests coming in today. But our number here is 280-5848, 280-5848. And we do have a few things that we can discuss as we wait for your call. Welcome, caller.
Brother Nuri, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Torres.
Yes, man. Man, I like listen to two people's calling to show in the morning, XTV. How you call him, stick brick? Or brick stick, something like that. Yeah,
Brick City?
Brick City. Man, I listen to this guy always, and yesterday, I listened deeply, and the great Valimore, how name Calimore,
Mr. Calimore.
You know, call me at the Wagana, man.
I don't know.
You hear me, tell him please, or when you talk to him, tell him please call tourists, make a land, make a school on the roundabouts. Brother Nuri.
Yes, sir.
You see, I noticed that many have learned on the subject of crime. One lot of people, and lot way or all of we would have wished that thing could curve away. You know,
you don't go like that though. You can't wish crime away. It's
okay.
It's
correct me.
Yeah.
I learn every day. No wish. All right. You win. Yeah, but you know, I didn't have.
No, where they say I know they try broke you in, but many people address crime in an emotional reaction. We see the death of the doctor, and it creates a whole scenario.
Yeah.
You know, we hear the senseless killing of these young brother in Ladyville area, and it creates a. So our initial response is human. It's a natural human response, usually with a kind of a retaliatory thinking in that. Let's get to whoever did that and punish him or punish her. That's the instinct.
Yeah.
But people who try to manage crime in a society, and there are no crime-free society. There are societies where crime is very, very low and under control, and then there are places where it's out of control. But people who try to manage crime have to apply it to a scientific formula by understanding what are the elements of that you describe as a criminal act. And then you go backward looking at what are the things that cause that act. And if you could do it in an individual case, then you could come up with evidence to convict the person who may have committed that act. But when you have things like an SOE, where you're dealing with a large group of people, a large misbehavior, you have to also look at what created that. How did it come to that? What are the elements that I have to deal with so that it doesn't repeat itself? Because it's no longer just an individual person committing a criminal act, but it's a large group of people involved in that. And so you have to, if you want to manage crime scientifically, you have to look at what created that and begin to address that, or else you'll be on a treadmill forever chasing the effects of crime rather than the cause of the crime. Sorry to jump in on your money like that.
Yeah. Well, you see, I want to share. I understand you and I respect it, what you say, always say in this area, because you have been turning the wheels for quite some time. But you know, I am nearing 75. Praise the good Lord.
Oh, that's good, man. Wow. You nearly catch up with me.
Yeah, I have to speed up. Yeah. Yes, but you know, I have seen Belize City gone from you and cat to radio to television and now technology. And I wish I could bring to proof, that the Belizean Society of Prayer, Brother Nuri, of prayer to 1964. This time me began to go into limbo. You see, or to say, drink there, or to say in the state of oblivion. Yes, meaning that the Belizean that inherit this parcel of land was cast aside or fling into forgetfulness. Forget them, we know the cater for the, we the cater for power. Man, our land and commerce began to shift to its current existence prior to 81. What will one do? What we will do? What I will do when the source of providing was ripped off, causing home and individually discipline, neighborly respect, amicability, gone into the fleck to go into different course. We go on different course again to hell with discipline.
Can I mention something, Mr. Torres? Because you're touching several areas.
Thank you.
We live in an interesting world today. You talked about the growth from radio to television to electronic media, and now we did our completely different stratosphere when it comes to information. But as Dr. Sosa said yesterday, people live according to habits.
Yeah.
And really, when you want to see what's going on with a person, you got to look at those habits that they have. And the same thing is with a community. You have to look at the habits that permeate or that is regular in that community. And if it is negative habits, then it will have these negative results. So I would say that in the days that you talk about, prior to 81, and even going back further, you're 75 years old, so you remember a time when Belize was very calm, when we used to go sleep right after Bolido announced 9 o'clock, right after the BBC. Remember that BBC that came on? Right after that, people's eyes started, and we were down and out by 9 o'clock.
Yes, man.
That is not what's going on today. We are almost reaching a 24/7 mentality, especially on weekends. The only place you could find people go sleep early is in the villages, and even that, they start to transform itself.
Yes.
But the reality, the connection I'm trying to make to that, Mr. Torres, is that we have also become highly Americanized. And many of the influence that we have some of the same habits that we see in America that create certain things. We never got the habits, but now we got a lot of the same kind of habit. We dress like them, we talk like them, we behave like them. The kind of disciplinary problems they have with their children, we have them kind of disciplinary problem with our children likewise. So a scientist doesn't just feel, why, what happened in Belize? No, he looks at what are these structures that is creating that. What is the cause to this effect? You got to think scientifically. This didn't just pop up. Them boy out here not just born bad. We not just got a whole bunch of bad black boy we live on the south side of Belize and we not got none on the north. No, it's not like that. It's a virus. It's a virus, Mr. Torres. And so that virus used to be in Belize City 30 years ago almost completely. So that PG and Dangriga and Kayo and the police never knew nothing about this so-called gang activity that was here on the south side. But it was a virus. And it was a HIV virus. It was a COVID virus. Once it started to get into other area, the same symptoms started to show itself. And so the element that created the problem here in Belize can be seen as little elements of the same thing getting into Belmopan, getting into Cayo, getting into these other areas. So when a scientist, looks at this thing, he say, oh boy, I don't know where they go on a Cayo. You examine where they go on a Cayo and see if it's not the same germ, it's not the same HIV germ. I don't mean, I wanted to use HIV and COVID as an analogy. It's the same germ that created this situation here, created that situation that we're looking at out there.
You know, Brother Nuri, I get you, Brother Nuri. You know, I don't only like talk to you, I like listen to you. Well, talk just exactly how I think. It's just like sometimes I can't express. But you know, during my youth, you know, we used to train in a disciplined manner that will not disturb the neighbors.
Yeah.
If you want to play ball, go to the football field, go to school. If you want to play basketball, no make nice to the neighbors.
Yeah.
But that changed. But you know, Brother Nuri, experience tells no that in communicating, it results in appreciating the friend. That is what I have experienced and know myself. You know, and today I will propose again, Brother Nuri, that we start a deal with the Constitution, the fundamental rights and freedoms from preschool. Kids from preschool, kids to know that when they play and they make nice, no make nice for the neighbor. That's why you have playground. Before independence or prior to independence, we start to mix the apples and the grapes, everything on purpose. Everything that on purpose, the car that for transport, not for the boat like traveling disco. Lord, we know that we respect the affect with ways we landing. We got the dark tint cars like we can't communicate again. We can't say eye to eye again. The pedestrian with the driver with the pedestrian. We can't say eye to eye again.
But you know something else, Mr. Torres?
Yes, Brother Nuri.
Another one of the big difference between them days where they talk about and today is that
it's just that we don't realize it today. That we could make it happen immediately. All we have to do is communicate, compare the past, how we are today. Do we want to continue in this fashion tomorrow? No, we could. We have to start at preschool, so in 6-8 years from now, things start at different.
But it has to happen before that. Because once the child leaves the home, then the child, if it is an ideal situation, should be trained in such a way, from birth, oriented in such a way, and then we hand the child over, so to speak, to its first outside teacher, which is the school. And the school then should be a continuation of that same training. Because the training for the child at the birth is not 1, 2, 3, ABC. It is a moral training. It's do the right thing. It's a fear God. It's a respect your neighbor. These are the things when we smile, when we hear, say please, no thank you, and then kind of thing there. So that one moral training. We're not to give the child 1, 2, 3, ABC. We give them morals. We give them something internal. One kind of do the right thing because it's right to do the right thing. Then kind of training there. But we have seen a breakdown of that. We have seen so that moral training has become personalized. It has become a church or a masjid situation. It's not a situation in the public. In the public, they want wild kind of thinking like in America. In America, you don't dare talk to people about no God because they're into a different thing. They have personal God, they have mosque God or church God, but they not got social God. That's why so many people were looking at That's why a lot of people were looking at Mr. Trump as a kind of savior. Because he started to say there's nothing wrong with talking about God, about religion, and about these kind of values. See, we had gone through the last 30 years of humanism. Let's just do the right thing and just love people, and I don't have to deal with no God. And it's been an experiment in America, and we are being affected by the same thing. Do you know that Belize has a growing number of people that don't have nothing to do with religion? No one don't want to hear nothing about religion, because inside they're thinking it has been
politics. They don't want to hear nothing about politics. So
yeah. Anyway,
yes.
Make your points, my brother. Let me see if we get more calls. I've been talking with you a long time, and I want to overdo it.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Not worry about the credits. Right now, I have money to burn. I like that, Brother Nuri.
Things are good for you, brother. Thank you very much, like usual, Mr. Torres. You're a mainstay. Our number here is 280-5848, 280-5848. And we're not making excuses. We're not trying to pet and powder the situation. The headlines here of our editorial this week is Bukele is for El Salvador. Our solution to violence is very local, and it is very true. We don't want to adopt something that may have worked in another jurisdiction and just think that just taking it lock, stock, and barrel and putting it in activity here will be the same results. It's not. Welcome, caller.
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Nuri.
Wa alaikum assalam, Brother Dawood.
Brother Nuri, I think in one sense, we're kind of missing the boat with the social ill that is affecting the society.
Okay. Well, show me where I've missed the boat, please.
A lot of our people tends to forget history. And it is history that makes a society. 500 years ago, our ancestors was taken from Africa to this part of the world. We meet up with the Maya Indians. They had their own culture in this part of the world. We had our culture in Africa. We was imposed with a European culture. Revolution came. We shook off colonialism, but remained with the same old teachings of the European people, that God is three in one, and Jesus is God, and this kind of foolishness. This is what is affecting the mind of our people. You go to school, you go to the churches, even the mosques today. It's this fallacy of having a man that you're looking up to as God. This have affected the psyche of our people to the point where how could you get a child born innocently from preschool to university, and you are bombarding him or her with this notion that God is a man and God is white with blue eyes. This is the psychological effect that is affecting our people today. So we need to eradicate that, first of all, out of the mind of our people. Coming back to the reality of the situation, we was robbed, raped, castrated, every form possible from the culture of our motherland, of our fatherland. So we need to bring back that awareness in our people. Most of the youths today growing their locks, and the sisters trying to grow out their hair naturally. This is accepting the fact that what has been imposed on us as a people was wrong and still wrong. So they are trying to grasp that ancestors' roots back. Now it is up to us, you, Brother Nuri, as my somebody that I look up to, and myself coming off of yourself and Brother Shabazz and Brother Justice, watching you brothers as I was growing up and following the footsteps of you brothers. I'm carrying the torch still, but I'm still looking at you as guidance and to enlighten our people and believe that, hey, you need to get back to your roots. Now, coming closer to home, Brother Nuri, and maybe you may like this and maybe you may not like it. You know, from way back in the day with the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he emphasized family, he emphasized businesses, he emphasized the structure of society in terms of the way our ancestors had it back in Africa. Yes, we embrace Orthodox Islam. We neglected the business aspect of the Nation of Islam. We neglected the camaraderie aspect of the Nation of Islam. So today, in our community, in Belize City, we have a church-like situation that is affecting us. We go there, we pray 5 times a day, but we talk nothing about history, we talk nothing about politics, we talk nothing about economics, so we just become the same as the church. And we need to change it, Brother Nuri. You and I and other right-minded or good-minded thinking Muslims, brothers and sisters, we need to put the imam in check and say, brother, we've been doing this for too long and we ain't getting anywhere. You can't, whenever economics is being taught or social justice is being taught or agriculture is being taught, you're going to use Orthodox Islam on us. No, that is wrong. And this is where we have been failing, to the point young brothers that is out there, dynamic brothers, that they don't want to even go back to the masjid because of this church-like situation that we have there. And when we go there today, the majority is brothers from the Middle East and Southeast Asia, and they are into business, making money, and they look at us, man, we're here for 40, 50 years, and we have nothing, and they come and they have everything. We know the hit on me, but we should follow that example. Let us get the economic aspect, the example that our brothers from the Far East and the Middle East is showing us, and stop this just using the prophet-like example to suppress the real aspect of how the community should be. We had 800 acres of land that we got from the government of Belize. It is down to 200 acres, and there is no accountability what happened to the rest. That portion where we have there on Farbers Road, thanks to Allah, through Brother Shabazz and Perdomo back in the day, we got that. It is a junkyard to the back, you know. You go all these pile of wrecking yard. We should be a shining light in this city. Take out of the page of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad the economic aspect so we could develop ourselves. All of these youths in Belize City and elsewhere, they look at the community as a shining light in a way, because they would, you out of nowhere. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Nuri. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Dawood. And you, man, what's the brother? Hey, man, I've been watching you brothers from I was coming up from a small little boy. So they are looking at us and they want this leadership. But we have a church system thing going on down there. And Islam is more than that, brother. For 870 years, we ruled Spain in Andalusia and Valladolid and Toledo. We brought the Renaissance to Europe. We're not just preaching and praying Christian dogma. We are enlightened. We are people who develop algebra. We are people who was some of the greatest mathematicians and navigators, to the point where we guided Columbus down here. He used the navigational skills of the Moors to reach to this part of the world. So we need to take back our rightful place in the society. We need to lead now. We need to put the brother in check. Brother, either you're going to lead or you're going to stand aside. We need new leadership. Or you're going to integrate with us. We're going to sit down in a democratic-like fashion, the way the Prophet used to do, and we're going to dialogue so we could lead this community and be a shining light in Belize. Sometimes I feel embarrassed, Brother Nuri, when you go down there and the place is so run down and so dilapidated, and we just go there to pray on Friday. Like that's all we could do. No, one of these days a Muslim could become a prime minister of Belize or a government minister. You see, that is the potential that we have. But the leadership at this time is failing us. And you and I, we sat down back in the day with Brother Shabazz and Sister Lana and brothers and sisters trying to bring about the changes, but we got disappointed because nobody want to change. They still want to remain with this little church fashion thing, and that can't work. That can't work. You have been doing your part, Brother Nuri. You go to the prison. You administer to the brothers in the prison. You help advising the government in which way to try to do to better the situation in Belize. But we need that leadership whereby going to take the bull by its horn and say, look, this is what we could do. This is what we want to do. We're going to work in conjunction with the government of Belize, the people of Belize, so we could bring a meaningful change in this society. Brother Nuri, thanks for your time, man. I really appreciate you, brother. You know, Allah's still giving you that strength to carry on, and I pray that Allah continue to bless you. Allah bless Belize and the people of Belize. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. We'll stop now for 2 cents can with Brick, and inshallah, when we come back, we make some comments.
You're watching WUB. This is XTV and 4 Point Security. Big up on yourself for being our #1 sponsor. Big up Friday. Make we go find out the people and big up.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
That you're big up.
That's my big up.
Alright. Big up Friday. Who you want big up? You can big up the program. Anybody you want big up?
I want to big up God. I want to big up God for all He's done for us and for all the dots that He has connected to get us here today.
All right.
Friday, I want to big up the whole of Vern's Kitchen. I want to big up the staff of Vern's Kitchen. Whenever you're in St. Bite, guys, you come to Vern's Kitchen. We're always here to serve and always prepare breakfast, lunch, and supper. Whatever you guys want, we're ready. And we're right here. Okay, I want to big up the staff.
Big up Dira would I? The cook.
Big up the cook.
Big up me ma. I'm a baby.
Don't say.
Big up to XTV. Big up to myself. Big up to all the big man there. We're trying to make positive steps in your life. You know, big up Brick. Big up me home boy there. We're trying to do positivity. And I say big up on yourself here.
This Mother's May, celebrate the woman who makes the house feel like home all month long. Great deals like 15% off bathroom and kitchen fixtures from Moen, Hansgrohe, and Duraflow. Plus 15% off Hispasensa tiles, Stormguard windows, and 40% off Sunlight windows. And 15% off Berger paints and huge savings on clearance colors. So come in to Habet and Abet or Brothers Abet, call us or WhatsApp us today and make this Mother's May one to remember. Happy Mother's Day to all marvelous moms.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from then it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
future still unknown. Heartbeats in a rush, waiting for that dawn. Dreams are flying high, stars within our reach, chasing glowing lights, mystery.
This scholarship impacted my life in ways I cannot fully explain. Every day reminds me why I continue to work hard and stay focused on my goals. Personally, I am proud that I never gave up on myself. There were many moments when I wanted to quit, moments filled with stress, doubt, and exhaustion, but I kept pushing forward. And standing here today reminds me that every struggle was worth it.
The scholarship helped me become stronger because it gave me something powerful that is called motivation. It has pushed me to set goals, take my studies seriously, and to work towards attaining my objectives, one step at a time. Instead of wondering if I could reach my future, I began making it happen through discipline and effort.
Feel it in the air, it's strong.
To the graduating class of 2026, I want to leave you with this. Never underestimate your potential. Your circumstances do not define your future. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments when things feel impossible, but do not allow temporary struggles to stop you from reaching your dream.
Believe in yourself and stay ready for opportunities because they will come when you prepare for them. Graduates, once again, congratulations. May your hard work continue to open doors. May you stay motivated when life becomes difficult. And may you always remember that you were not brought this far just to stop here.
Hope we're holding tight.
We have done our job through the great job that Restore Belize does. We gave you the runway. You have done yours. You earned the wings. Now go into this nation and build it, not because the government says so, but because I Am Belize has taught you to do so. On behalf of the Office of the Prime Minister, we salute all you graduates.
It's strong, something big to come. Music starts, it won't be long.
Trucking is the one place that can handle all your concrete mix needs. 50-pound sandbags, white sand, sand and gravel, river sand, black dirt, clay and landfill, washed white sand, concrete mix and limestone. We also do land clearing, road construction, and excavation. For all your building and home projects, visit us at mile 14 on the Philip Golson Highway. Call or WhatsApp at 673-1118, 671-9199, or 661-5863. We're open Mondays to Saturdays. Our prices are so good you can't get a better deal anywhere. Catoosh Trucking, where we do things right.
Belize Electricity Limited is pleased to announce the holding of its 2025 Annual General Meeting at the BEL Corporate Headquarters at 2.5 miles Philip Golson Highway, Belize City, Belize at 3:00 p.m. on Thursday, June 18th, 2026. For registration purposes, shareholders are advised to bring along a valid identification such as a Social Security card. Shareholders who are unable to attend may choose, and we encourage you to exercise this right, to appoint your proxy, or you can simply appoint the company's executive chairman or the corporate secretary as your proxy to represent you at the AGM. Proxy forms can be submitted at the BEL corporate headquarters at 2.5 miles Philip Golson Highway or via email at shares@bel.com.bz no later than 5:00 p.m. on June 16, 2026. For more information or assistance, contact BEL's Securities Officer at 501-227-0954, extension 1512.
You're up against some tough challenges.
But not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now. Introducing Ridgeline Lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad in the month of June. Visit a Benny's near you and get store-wide discounts on selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie Power Tools, Charbroil Barbecue Grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, oh, Benny's.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribe areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
a Friday morning, and there's a lot that comes up that sometimes we respond and sometimes we don't respond, and sometimes we choose to respond at a different time. But it's a responsibility that we have up here to ensure that you who listen to us and try to hear what we have on our mind, that we be very careful at least I know I am, and I know Moses likewise, that we don't take this forum for granted. There are some people that this is where they get their information. And some people, this is where they get a little kind of analytics to figure out what's going on. So we can't blow off. We could blow off on innuendos and lack of facts and things because I just emotion, nobody never listen to it. But when we get on this forum, we got to be circumspect. We got to be careful what we say, because some people take what we say and they run with it, and if it's the wrong thing, then you've contributed to the problem. So we try to be very, very careful here. Some people try to pull me out. How come you never say nothing? Oh, you never say nothing. I know here you don't say nothing about them boy we get knocked out. We got to be careful. We got to be careful. We don't know people who just jump up like the old days where we don't got no, take me, lock me down then, okay. No. This is a different fight. And this is a fight that is winnable. We're not in no losing side here. Even with this LIU and SOE, we are not in a losing situation. Here's a call. You know, people just jump up like the old days where we don't got no. Yeah, caller, welcome.
Brother Nuri.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Where you are, my brother?
We're doing our best, brother. We got one of your brothers in here. We have Raymond Footy Gongora. He's just joined us. And now this is Brick on the Air. So, Footy, first of all, welcome, my brother.
Thank you.
All right.
I noticed you feel the blunt of the big stick.
Oh.
I say that because I know for the past month, for the type of issue we're talking about, I noticed you have been tight out. How I don't say this? How I don't say that? How I don't pay attention to this? You don't care about that. Oh, that because don't concern you. You understand?
Yeah.
But I knew it. Today is Friday. We end of the week by just telling our people, and I will not take long because you got Footy there, Footy got so much to say. So, Brother Nuri, today is Friday. We're heading to the weekend. We know every weekend, like every other day, we cannot predict what happen, what occur. But we just want to give thanks to life. Give thanks to strength. I give thanks to the Father for just making away a chance or another break. For this day in the world they create, because a lot of people are opening their eyes today, no, Brother Nuri.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people are physically sick, you know, Brother Nuri.
Do you know something, Brother Brick? I'll tell you something that doctor told me yesterday, made me really think about it. You know how many people have stroke and they right there in their home can't move?
Yep.
You know how much people that you used to see moving around here, active, you think they're dead or they're gone to States, then they home, they got stroke.
Right home.
Can't move. Half of them gone, but then they listen because nothing wrong with the cerebral, then they still think they still could talk a little bit. But they know they move wrong like how they used to move wrong. They know they ride wrong and drive like how they used to.
But anyway, because they might have to slow down some of them because you see the direction where
some of them have to get humbled, yeah, indeed. Yeah. Some of them, but some of them also have to realize you may drink too much. Yeah. You know, may take care of yourself. You may out there to do all kind of thing that you think that you know may come back on you, but no, it depends on you, and all you could do now is sit there in your chair and they watch you. Huh?
And anyway, one other illness, like sickness, whatever mankind, our young generation, that's the reason why foreigners, they said, believes dominate and control by woman, even a young man, you know. But anyway, religiously, I say them 4 o'clock in the morning, go wake up the Indian, they make say, call the Indian to the state. But you know what's sad? These are people like this in that society who are used to be upstanding citizen, custom officer, immigration officer, police officer. I go police officer, we go to the room spot, in a uniform shape from work. The purse, look the purse. I found look good. Got two beautiful daughters, I got my wife, but there's just so much as human being that we can take in our household as family. If you don't know with family household and you hold on the family and you'll bring damage to the family, we gotta let you go.
Cut it off.
Look how much we love you. I want to say that, brand new.
Yeah, the Bible says that if your right hand offend you, cut it off.
Yep.
How much of us know how to do that? If God said to you that you have to sacrifice your son, as in the case of Abraham, how much of us want to do that? So all the moral things that we used to do in the old days and just take it for, people don't think like that now. It's all about me and what I could get from me. So and they're not criminals think like that. And the society think like that. So why you they scapegoat them boy when you think like the same way? Where the thieving the take, if you put the number of how much weed waste there compared to how much public officers and then people they siphon off, I don't have to tell you, this one gone with 21,000, that one gone with 95,000, that one have with 100 and something, and then a nice looking people. They're not crazy looking boy out there, the drag slippers, they're nice looking people, but they're thief. So when we talk about there's a problem out there, maybe we don't realize that that is only an extension of a bigger problem that we deal with in this country, man. And why we feel so, and that includes the government. How do we feel that we could just dismiss and yeah, we are work that through. We are work that through. Anyway, we invited Footy here, and I also asked Douglas Hyde, which should come in a little bit later on, so that we could just have one insider kind of discussion about LIU. Because we the inside. People the outside, they watch it and they don't understand it, and most of the time they only pick it up on Channel 5 and Channel 7 News. They don't understand it. And reporters go for what bleeds. They don't into the depth of this and that and so on. So they into what bleeds, and they only get 3 minutes for everything. So we need to have people who could take a little bit more time. And we open the phone line so that people could call and say you believe in a Bukele. Say you believe that we should have locked them boy down. Say you believe that we should have hanged some of them. Say what you think, because they come out anyway. And then we'll show you why the approach where we take is a far more, I'd say, scientific approach with some problems. There is many problems that LIU should have been dealing with that it didn't deal with. There's some areas that it should have focused a little bit more on that it didn't. It was trying to deal with an emergency situation of making sure that the guys have something to carry home.
Yep.
But sometimes your balance is off, then you get one bad reputation, which is what has come up now. Is that the government is trying to retrofit LIU, and I believe that the conversation at the highest level, including the cabinet, is the amount of money being put into the LIU compared to the result that in their eyes they are not seeing. And we heard Mala talk last night, he's the Minister of Youth, and he said what was 6 million cross here, when only 2 million they cross here for youth development. Now, we could argue with him on that, but I understand what he's saying to the public. He's saying that we are not sure we are getting value for dollar. We're not sure. And Eli, you can't jump up and say, well, we got one situation, you're not supposed to look for us, you're not supposed to get no accountability from us. No. Money is scarce. Yep. And we have to be very careful because it is the taxpayer, not the government. It's the taxpayer where they pay for them programs out there for them boy. So we ourselves as taxpayers need to make sure that we don't waste money. I brought you here, brother, because, you know, in many ways, we can't have this conversation from one perspective. And we're opening the phone lines, 280-5848, if you want to join us in the conversation. Footy, you've been observing. We've been working together on this current SOE. We've been going in there Tuesdays and Thursdays over the last month of the SOE, dealing with these 35 guys that we have in the SOE. You were part of that team that went in 2024, where we had 130 guys locked down for 3 months.
Yep.
You and I were there twice a week, every Tuesday, every Thursday, from 10 to 12, reasoning with them guys, right? So, more than anybody else, Brother Putti, you have a very unique background. First of all, you come out of that situation. And you survive by never becoming a gangster or a murderer or anything like that. You became an athlete.
Yep.
You were part of Crim's success when it come to the Raiders.
Oh,
you were MVP. You were the person who was one of the most cherished on that team. So you made a name for yourself, even though you came out of a very challenging and difficult background where a lot of other brothers never make it. So you, more than me, are more a role model for those youths, because I was never there.
Yeah.
They were there, you were there, and you came out of there. So you don't want a role model, which I partner with to stay close to you, because I know the theory, I know the science. I have worked over 50 years with this cohort of young people. I deal with them grandpa. But I deal with it from where I am. On the ground, yes, but I don't try to pretend, but why am I going to prison and why am I doing, I put down some man and why, I don't do that. I tried it, and you know how I do. I don't play no kind of game with any youth. I talk my heart from it. I talk from God to make them understand, boy, you only got 2 choices in front of you. You got one prison sentence in front of you, or you got a graveyard funeral in front of you, unless you take this choice where they try to give you. Yeah. What else can I do? You can't, old people say you could bring the horse all the way to the water hole, and you could reason with them, but you can't make it do what you don't want to do. That's the reality, Thanks for being here, brother. What's your thoughts?
First and foremost, I want to give thanks and praise to the Almighty for make it here and for each day. You see, first and foremost, being around them and talking to them, we're missing. The first thing missing, we forget God. All of it. I mean, yes, I wouldn't say I am, because I try to live my life, nothing really mash nobody, run over nobody, or if I help you to publicly criticize, because at the end of the day, I do things without expectations. Why? Because I want to think it's different when I do things from the heart, and I just do it because for a show, or if you get some likes or some recognition.
Yeah.
And a lot of them young men do things for recognition.
Yeah.
Do things for to say, when not to see me, but when I do something, going to see me.
Yeah.
I want to see me.
Yeah.
Right? And
that's
from
a fundamental need. All of we need that.
They need to feel a part of something.
Yeah.
It's not even something bad, they think they're still a part of something. Yeah. And that why? Why? Because it stems from home. Mm-hmm. Whenever you get home, you try to get out there,
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yes.
And if you need to get that attention home, and some guys out there to give you that attention, you will gladly accept. That's fundamentally they're serious.
You say something where a lot of we overlook, that one child needs to get big up. And if you don't get that big up in a home, if you loan negative, if with the cuss on home, with the call on big head,
pull you down in the corner.
He need that reinforcement when he go outside and boy, then he deal with that and he feel I belong.
I'm a part of something. And unless they exist, I'm living.
Which means part of the solution for the church, for the religious communities, for any other mentorship program, it is to make them feel wanted, appreciated, acknowledged by
and make them know that there is a God there's a God who to watch every day, and
Yes.
you know, even when you're there by yourself,
Yes.
He know what you to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have, you see,
Yeah.
the thing is, and I have to talk from my experience,
Yeah.
the spirit of conviction is a serious thing.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
If you believe in a God and you say that you are living for God, then why you do certain things? And at the same time, you're between a hard place and a rock, because then you want to be recognized too.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to feel like you're to live.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And what I experienced as a young by age of 14, no man, no pa. Just me and my brothers and sisters, and I did the oldest one. So I find out that the whole neighborhood, who no got pa, who ma pa gone a foreign, and who ma pa just can't handle it because of financial restraint, everybody can live.
They draw to you.
Than me, because, and then at the same time, I that this boss. Afterwards, I became this boss, and that money where they made it come from basketball, that right in at the house to the kids, the youths then. Right there. When we eat, everybody eat. When we hungry, all of we hungry. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. So a lot of time people don't understand. But for we gangs then, I believe I don't know, but other places come out of poverty.
Most. That's it, brother.
We get together to eat.
Yeah.
Because by yourself you might not eat nothing.
Yeah.
You know, they get no attention. You understand?
Yeah.
And so if you know you could eat something here, you go in there, the brother.
Yeah.
Because hungry man,
When
hungry
you're
man,
hungry,
if you
brother,
know
when
you
you're
could eat something here, you go in
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
And through that, I have always used that. Like, I always try to talk to them and show them different. I show them I come and go, so brother, this basketball saved my life. Literally pull me out of something where I could have do some time or be dead.
Yeah.
Because of the environment and the people there were there wrong. Mm-hmm. I was hard. You have to understand this. A lot of them youth, they know who to trust to talk to.
Yeah.
Because by the time I tell Nuri something, why hear Joe they tell me about that thing I don't know. How you Joe know that from Nuri? Mm-hmm. Me as a youth, 14, 15, growing up, not talk to nobody. Why? Because when among the kids look for you as a leader, it's funny, but you can't say if Nuri 15 or you 20, why Nuri I want to talk to you about something. Mm-hmm. I mean you want to talk to me, but that you always talk to we. You want to be kind of, people might not understand this, but you want to be funny, that I want to talk to you, but yes, I really want to talk to you, but you're not the person to talk to. I need to talk to somebody where I could explain and express certain things too. Mm-hmm. Because if I talk to you, when 15 or 20, that's my right to.
Yeah, exactly.
Gone.
Yeah.
I don't got time for
Even
that.
though I might tell you something good. You know,
Even though I might tell you something with trouble me and, you know.
Yeah.
So what happened, you end up have to talk to them about their situation, and if you intend to live like this all your life. And first and foremost, my brother, you get up, you give God thanks.
Yeah.
You have to give thanks, you don't know how to live out here.
Yeah.
So the whole situation with this LIU thing, no, that one trust factor. Yeah. Trust, when I say trust, because I know if I give you a job for the Nuri, do it and honor me, man. No, not the play games and then when time flashback come and say, what you do look off in the world, we know the one.
Yeah.
Huh? You read about it, do shop consider the way if you do. And I tell a boy you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, I can't look out for you because then the me you the feel and a lot of people will have trust in you the feel.
Yeah. And that, you know, our important point to the
but that had then qualities there. You have to be far way down there.
Yes.
Because by the time they reach a certain age, they don't play the game.
Yeah.
The next man done why the world about him, but they don't know because everybody got in bread butter, You need to get yours butter better.
Yeah.
How you want to do that? Not the play games and the run circles along with.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, because of you, we want to get the date though.
When we come back, I want to take a break, but when we come back, I want to talk about that same thing there about job ethics. Because I heard on another talk show that the host was just running them boy down. They're lazy, they don't want to do nothing, and that's why they know they get nothing, and so on, so on. They have to. And there's an element there that you can't escape.
Yep.
That we got one problem with work ethic, but my experience of years of watching people on workplace, we not only got one work ethic problem on the street, we got one work ethic problem through the system when people figure they could slip by and you know the city.
They'll do it.
All right, so let's be real. We'll stop, we'll come back. The phone lines are open for you to join the conversation. And as I said, we invited another guest. I don't know if he will make it, but he will join us also. We'll go to break now.
I was in Belmopan, then I used to go do my NHI in Belize. Then I came back home in Palmer. And when I found out that NHI was here, I said, right, that's the perfect thing for me. So I don't have to travel, you know? It's very affordable. That's the main point. And you don't have to wait too long. You know, sometimes you go to hospital, you have to go from the morning, whole day there. So, but you come to the NHI at your clinic, you have access for doctors, you do your blood tests, urine tests, everything. I mean, it's very, very affordable. So if they not take the opportunity, they don't want nothing. The doctors, them, the nurses, oh my, they are so, you could question them. They give you answer to everything, and well, me, I see good result. And I have no complaint with the NHI itself. No complaint.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
We've got the wow youth. So, do you think we got a deal?
No one should be up at this time. If you're still up, it's not you, it's your mattress. Because the right mattress changes everything. Sherwood Bedding Luxury Resort Pillow Top Mattress. Sleep better, wake better. Available at Design Depot. All in one place.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from them it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Member owners of St. John's Credit Union Limited, mark your calendars. Join us for the 80th Annual General Meeting on Saturday, June 13, 2026 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's all happening at St. Catherine Academy's Mercy Center Auditorium on Marine Parade Boulevard, Belize City. Your voice matters. Come take part in the discussion on our transformation, member benefits, and plans. Registration starts at 8 a.m. Come out, cast your vote, and help shape your credit union's future. Plus, get ready to win prizes throughout the event. For 80 years, St. John's Credit Union has stood with its member owners. Now, we look ahead to the next chapter. Together, you're more than a number. You're a member owner. St. John's Credit Union Limited. Safe saving, smart borrowing.
Catoos Construction Materials, mile 14 on the Philip Goldston Highway, Belize District, Belize. Catoos Construction Materials, supply and deliver. Concrete mix, $60 per cubic yard. Sand and gravel, $50 per cubic yard. Plaster sand, $40 per cubic yard. Black soil, $40 per cubic yard. Sand fill, $20 per cubic yard. And clay fill, $20 per cubic yard. We also sell crushed stones and more. Give us a call at 662-7577 or 637-0837. Catoos Construction Materials. Quality at unbeatable prices. Rates on delivery may vary.
This Mother's May, celebrate the woman who makes the house feel like home all month long. Great deals like 15% off bathroom and kitchen fixtures from Moen, Hansgrohe, and Duraflow. Plus 15% off Hispasensa tiles, Stormguard windows, and 40% off Sunlight windows. And 15% off Berger paints and huge savings on clearance colors. So come in to Habet and Abet or Brothers Abet, call us or WhatsApp us today and make this Mother's May one to remember. Happy Mother's Day to all marvelous moms.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
Welcome back. This is WUB, an exciting Friday morning, a good conversation on issues. And that's what we do here. We try to keep you informed and give you our opinions, but clearly you have to think for yourself and sleep with your own eye and make sure you do your own investigation to come to your own conclusion. We've invited Mr. Douglas Hyde. Dougie Hyde works upstairs, or I should say up in Belmopan. It is kind of upstairs.
Yeah, the highest level. Up.
Yeah, so he works out of the commissioner office there in Belmopan. We've had a long history together, and we want to get his input likewise on the William Dawson basketball program that he was also instrumental in putting together with William and the minister Musa, the former commissioner Chester Williams, etc. So welcome.
Morning, brother.
Welcome, brother.
Morning for it.
And of course, we got a continuation of our brother, ground soldier, been there, done that, fish from River Batam, everything to describe the important contribution of brother Raymond Gongora to this work that we're doing. So, brothers, let's bring it on. At the last session, our brother Foti was bringing accountability into the conversation. That yes, you got a job, you got an opportunity to be able to get something to help you. But Danoa Giyo, it was a hire you to do certain things. You had a responsibility. But many of the youths thought you to pay me for keep it down, so I don't really have to do nothing. And then there's also that thinking which is not centered only in that cohort of our population, that we feel entitled. You owe me something. You supposed to. You're the Babylon, you owe me. Look how you enslave me and you do all them things to me, and so now why should I sweat for you? So I want to get one easy money. But that's a part of the problem. To have the ethics necessary to say, well, a full day's pay and a full day's work. And that's the way we should do in any part of our work. But we got one problem with that.
Even up.
Where people try, even in a good society, we got people who try slip work and get by when the boss not watch them. So it is a cultural problem that we have to deal with. But then it's more pronounced when the government is paying over $6 million to try keep things under control in this area. So please join me in that conversation. You want to jump in, Dougie?
My brother, it's a really intense moment and time, and I don't want people to feel that this is not an easy transition for us on a whole, whether or not you're on the outside looking in or the inside looking out. The Leadership Intervention Unit was established under the Ministry of Home Affairs. At that time was New Growth Industry, now it's Enterprise. In partnership with the Belize Police Department in 2021. It looks at a comprehensive, as you mentioned earlier, a strategic way of crime prevention and violence reduction as a support to the police department's bigger picture of strategy of dealing with crime and violence, you know, the 5 years plan. The idea of the LIU, and I don't want people to forget our late brother, William Dawson. I mean, William had a vision. William had a dream, peace, unity. And I remember before he passed away, he fought in 2020. He went to cabinet and met with the cabinet, and he presented on the way forward he would want to see the LIU. And please, William wasn't the only person. Yourself, along with former Commissioner Williams, along with Dr. Rosado, who's the present commissioner, and others who supported William in this dream and of course this vision. William met with the cabinet and he presented the platform. What was the platform? We want to get these young men involved. We want to stray them away from that lifestyle. We wanted to work with the younger kids, but we also want to keep an eye on those persons who we know have an influence in the streets and our leaders. But we need to have it a strategic way, a better way, with the end in mind. And you've taught me this over the years, Brother Nuri. Results. He got that support from cabinet, you know. But William didn't last too long to implement some of these things. And over the years, LIU became an implementing body, which shifted from its focus, which was to gather these different entities and these different organizations together who is already working with the streets, the communities, to say how we could help how we could support right? And so what happened? LIU became a job program. Keep in mind there's nobody there technically to guide, to structure what job program. As you and I know in the past programs tried it, and it only lasts for a small while. What LIU did was nothing bad. I mean, it came sincere. The government wanted to do something about this rise of crime, again supporting the bigger picture of the police department strategy of looking at reduction of crime and violence. But that only can work at so much. So the most energy gone from LIU into this job program to make sure that them boys hold it down, stop the trouble. Let's reason. So you see Footy, you see Sticks, you see Miss Olga, you see Timmy Stamp, yourself, other persons. They do street intervention, community mediation. But what happens still yet? We still say, man they talk in a meeting right now and the bus going later on. Man they dead tonight, man they dead tomorrow. Now, we not got to that point of saying that the mediation interventions are not working. We save lives after lives, which is not documented. But what is not really highlighted is the reality that crime still go up, man still get tear. And innocent people who don't have nothing to do sometimes with anything are being impacted. We have to sit down and discuss this in strategic way, and you mentioned this. We're not doing the same old. Insanity doing the same thing over and over, expecting the same results. We want better results. And yes, Minister Mira took over last year, and he took over a big portfolio as former Minister Karim Musa had. The Ministry of Home Affairs holds the police department, Kobe, forensic, and LIU, which are 4 big entities. And immediately what Minister Mira did was to evaluate and assess these things. It's not just the LIU, but all his departments or units under him has went under assessment. But the last place to be assessed was LIU. Minister Mira been saying when he took over that there will be some restructuring and there will be some changes. I mean, some people didn't appreciate or understand that until the numbers come out, LIU is getting $6 million for a year. I think Minister Mala mentioned it last night. Department of Youth Services only they get $3 million. When you were the director, how much millions? So
did it ever reach $1 million?
So when you say $6 million for a program, not a department, then yes, some people may say, but that are nothing, man. That are nothing. The program need more, and I will agree, it needs more. But we need to make sure that we give value for what is spent. And we, in this capacity, and I'm talking the technocrats, the professional, those who are trained in social and youth development, community development work, knows that there must come a time when you do an assessment and evaluation. You can't have a program that run from one extreme to the next, from 1 year to the next, or 3, 4, 5 years down without doing a proper evaluation and assessment. This is where we are. It's not to say they close down the LIU, it's not to say that the LIU is not working, but to say that we need to take a step back, my brothers. We need to step back, take a leap, pause, see where the work, what's not working, and how we can address this in a holistic way.
Let me stop you there then, because you said something that I hope will not float by. LIU has not been closed down. And the retrofitting and the changing of what LIU is trying to do now is going to include those youths that have been dropped off. One part of that program.
Definitely.
So
definitely, the LIU is not closed down. It's not shut down. It's not closed down. It's not even the intention. And the Prime Minister mentioned this, that the LIU is a good program. What we need to do is simply what is happening, assess it, evaluate it, and move forward. I know yourself, myself, along with the director, Andrew Dawson, has been very in communication with the Commissioner of Police, the Minister and the CEO, in looking at the way forward. And the way forward is simply what William had in his vision. There's a 3-tier. And we don't want people, which is the 3 levels, we don't want people forget, and you highlighted this earlier, the primary, the secondary, and tertiary level of strategy working with the area of gang violence and crime prevention. What is the primary? The primary is simply what we do. We get jobs, you know what I'm saying? With the intervention, with the mediation. That's like the quick fix. This thing that happened, we need to get it done. We need to fix it. That's what we do. But what happened to the secondary and tertiary? The secondary now is the counseling, the mediation. We try to work with the bigger groups now to say, here what we move on from that stage to this stage. The tertiary now is where we do community work, we work with the family, we work with the bigger picture of this. You alluded, the LIU focus a lot on the primary. Whenever they move to the secondary much, and when the worst they move to the tertiary level. So the restructuring is looking at that component where these individuals, our brothers, the communities, going through those processes, better structured and more strategized, in the sense that when they do life skills or job training, these young men, when going through that process, to be placed in a job process likewise, to say here what, we are give accountability, we have to give accountability. But not only that, would help the brothers then to say, who really finished the TOBAL training and the other vocational training, we want to help you to open a lead business, to say here what, you want to father yourself, get a lead license officially to do your thing. Yeah. And crucially, we want to support the family. We've seen that you mentioned it, while some people want to highlight that the 3 change every 2 weeks impact families. We know that, we understand that, we're not taking away that, but we are saying that we want to better strategize that. What are the sense that the brothers just carry home in the morning, but we really know they do not much with it. You know what I'm saying? And we know that at the end of the day, this money plays a serious impact. Yeah. But it's only that we're focusing on, or other things which is crucial for the brothers there and the communities.
We're going to take our next break. When we come back, Puti, I want you to join in, because one of the things that we have only touched on, and that is getting to those young people who haven't gotten involved in a gang yet. Okay. We've carried out programs in schools, etc., etc. But when we come back, I want both of you to join in on this, because we're talking about forward now. We've already sold the idea of giving them guys one lead chance. That has gone a certain amount of time. We've been able to assess that. The benefit of giving them an immediate job is there, but the quality of work is questionable. How long something like this can be sustained? Is it going to be a welfare program forever where you give man money? Or is there a move to go into enterprise and other areas? When we come back, we'll explore that, and we'll keep the phone lines open.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad in the month of June. Visit a Benny's near you and get store-wide discounts on selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie power tools, Charbroil barbecue grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, oh, Benny's.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism, so we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from then it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience with the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
I'm feeling so happy for getting this house, as I've lived in this house, in the next house for many years. So I'm appreciative to Mr. Musa for letting me get it.
They started to talk about how they help out people with house and things, and variety, and in a couple weeks time, the young lady come and say, "Oh no, I get on a house." Well, we feel so happy because we may actually need it because the household may have a leak, and look like Mr. Karim get a message and he heard the cry and he said, "Well, building people house."
I was speaking with her son this morning, and it's been 40 years coming, and to have this moment finally arrive, it's not just a relief for Miss Peters and her husband, but also for her children who want their mother to be in a safe home, a secured home. And today I am extremely proud. This is one of those rewarding moments as an area representative, because the government has such a successful, impactful housing program that's affecting lives all across this country. And today we are just extremely happy and proud to deliver this home to a very deserving mother, Miss Peters.
Paperworks Entertainment and SJ Promotion presents the official Belizean Jamaican link-up, the Father's Day edition. It's an all-white day party on Sunday, June 21st at the Belize Airport Authority parking lot, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Featuring the international reggae dancehall singing sensation stage boss, Wayne Wonder. To mash up the stage alongside the General Super G for the first time in Belize, Steely Bashman plus Belize's top DJs. Get your general tickets for $60 and VIP for $150 at Madisco, Stone Music Outlet and VIP Wireless. And lock the date for the official Belizean Jamaican link-up all-white day party on Sunday, June 21st at the Belize Airport Authority parking lot, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sponsored by
You're up against some tough challenges, but not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now, introducing Ridgeline Lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I help you right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. We've got another 25 minutes to the show. That's enough time. We have two guests this morning. We have our brother, Raymond Futigongara, who works on the ground, who's dealing with the brothers on a one-on-one basis. We have brother Douglas Hyde, who is working more as an administrator, and he's working along with the Commissioner of Police's office. And we're doing the best we can to unfold. And really, this is the first program that is actually trying to unfold really what has been going on. Everything else has been news flash here and trying to understand the interview with Mr. Mira, the understanding with CEO, etc. But what we're trying to do here is to give you a blow by blow so that you could understand what has happened, and hopefully you could understand what will be happening from now on. LIU is not closing down. This is a retrofitting process that LIU is going through, recognizing that while LIU has accomplished a lot, and this is one of the statistics that don't come out, how many lives were saved. We're always talking about how much people are dead, where LIU to do. LIU is holding down those murder figures. In addition, not all the murders that you have been seeing is gang related.
Yep.
So we have to stop every murder that takes place. Oh, why we got one LIU? Where LIU got to do with that man who killed them boy up the Ladyville? Huh? What LIU got to do with the murders that take place with Dr. Bonilla? So every time a man drop, you can say, boy, well, what will you do with this LIU? LIU has a very specific targeted group that it is dealing with, and that is what we're talking about today. All right, you were saying some things, and I asked you if you could weigh in on some of what Dougie was saying.
Well, the new way, the target mostly are the young.
Make us see if we got a call here for the road. Welcome, caller.
Good morning, Brother Nuri.
Good morning.
Yes, just wanted to interject. Very, very interesting conversation.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to say that respect to the work that the LIU has been doing. I just think that the way that this thing was done was kind of very, very disrespectful. Because just before payday, or in a month or whenever, these people get let go. 532 people. Those are 532 people who depend, and their family depend on that little stipend, that income. So when you would say they get the money and they're not doing nothing good with the money, then they send them picnic at school, then they buy food, then they pay them light bill, then they pay them water bill. Barely got anything left. They should have done an audit or something while these people do work, and then figure out what the problem is, and then make adjustments. Not just blanket take 532 people off a payroll.
I hear you, brother. We know the guy saying that hindsight is 2020. You could see it very clearly when it don't pass. But let's hope that we could take your advice, and going forward, we close those kind of gaps, because you're making a very important, as a matter of fact, that is a labor law, that when you're going to get rid of somebody, you give them some forewarning. So you're absolutely right, caller. Let's hope that we do that going forward.
Yes, and let's hope that we find some way to find something for these people, for these workers to do, because that's 532 people that didn't have to go into gang warfare, that didn't have to steal, so respect.
All right, my brother. Yeah, some like Anthony.
I think very much, and I must thank the caller to call in and highlight that I myself look at the decision, and it's a tough decision. I didn't want to be in a Minister Mira position to make that decision, but we need to move forward, and moving forward means that we need to make sure that when the revisit and restructuring of LIU comes into place, that the same old doesn't happen again. And I know some people don't want to hear that, but that's the reality. There must be a transition of adjustments, there must be a transition of restructuring. Yes, it sounds easy to say that, why don't you do no auditing? Make we continue paying a boy. But down the road, somebody may find out that certain things don't happen neither. And the argument or the discussions come up on an angle there. But I will say that internally there are some adjustments that is being put in place to address the issues of the guys who are not in the job program right now. And I think more likely within the next week or two, these will be put in place.
Okay. My brother?
Well, in everything, right, you got good and bad. Yes, one bad thing that so much people lose their job. But the good thing in it is that maybe now we could focus on them people, kids. They're seeing guys, kids, at the age of, under the age of 21 and down, because maybe we're less than kids out. You understand?
Yeah.
So how I watch it, everything happens for a reason. Nothing just happens just like that.
Yeah.
But you have to weigh the difference. And you have to ask yourself if you want the younger kids survive now. Have them maybe because, I halt your money, I don't give a fuck, but sorry about the word, but the younger kids. But now that one time to focus on the younger ones, where we say we want to save, we want them to go back to school, we want to have a future, and this is where LIU more the transition into right now.
Well,
you understand?
I had a meeting, and it's the first time I'm going to address this publicly.
Okay.
And it was a very encouraging meeting that I had with the Minister Mira and the CEO Admiral Bennett. It was over 2.5 hours we met. and it was really about going forward. And here is some of the encouraging points that came out of that meeting. Minister Mira made emphasis on two areas that he would want to see LIU focus on. One is to deal with young people who are not at all involved in any kind of gangs but may fall into that type of situation. That LIU should make a concerted effort to go after the Lee wannabe. Even though, you know, the show sign, because the environment turned them into that LIU need to have structured preventative programs that not only goes into schools but engage these young people in programs that will show them an alternative. Then he said something that was also very encouraging, that he wants LIU to move more into enterprise. Two types of enterprise we discussed last Monday or this Monday. One is starting small enterprises like a block factory, like a furniture factory, like a signage compound. What is the block factory for? That there's so much construction going on in Belize now, and there's an actual shortage. And some of these bigger brothers Habet and others can tell you that they're not able to supply the great need that is for cement blocks. So he's suggesting, and I think it's a good thing to explore, setting up a cement block making factory that will be able to produce hundreds of blocks, that will be an enterprise run by these young persons under a mentorship type of program. That means you don't take them raw and just throw them out there, get them a block machine and do it. No. But you set it up in a structured way with those who have had the experience of doing that type of production, and then those youths become trainees over a period of time until they can take that over themselves. Block making is not a new science. We don't have to reinvent that. That has been done on small scales and larger scales. He's also saying that LIU should get into the production of furniture for schools, that there always a need for more school desks, school chairs, and other things that can be manufactured, built by these youths that come out of a program like LIU. Again, retrofitting it with those who are working as trainees until they can take over a bona fide, well-staffed, well-equipped furniture factory. He also spoke about exploring the possibilities of smaller enterprise. In other words, if you can come up with a business plan that is doable, that LIU can entertain that. Our addition to that conversation is that we cannot throw away money and just, oh, you want to do that like what William may do. William had a lot of them guys that show up their office and say, man, all I need is one weed hacker. If I get one weed hacker, I get out there and do my own thing. And William made give away weed hacker like crazy. Where them weed hacker they know? Where them man they way made the work the weed hacker? So LIU made a mistake by not doing its due diligence and ensuring that, guess what? We not just to give you money, but we are there on for say, if you do what you say you may do with the money. LIU didn't do that. So as a result, an attempt at enterprise did not work. Not that it can't work, but we didn't put the structure together. So what this minister is saying, put the structure together and ensure that that structure is there. And like these are my words, use like training wheels until the guys could do it themselves, and then brought their wheels there, and then they could do it. The minister also said something which I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, but no. He sounded very assured that he is going to make a request from the Minister of Youth, Anthony Marla, that LIU takes over mile 21 where the challenge program used to be. And if you have seen that compound as you pass going to or from Belmopan, you could see that that is a huge, not only the buildings that are built there, but they have huge land in the back.
About 5 or 10 acres.
And he felt that this can be an area that you could set up these factories without having to try to find something in Belize, and then it becomes a kind of an industrial zone for these projects. And these projects will not be just walk in, you want money, see the money, no. These will be programs set up and structured by business people who know how to produce how to meet these needs of that market. And they will be working, and these youths will be understudying them, as I said, training wheel until they can do it on their own. He's also interested in smaller enterprise. If a person comes to the LIU director and say, yeah, I got my business and I think this business could run, LIU should engage in partnership other agencies like Beltrade, like the SME program that is already set up to help small business people. LIU should be engaged with that so that Beltrade can assist in going through these business plans, strengthening these business plans, and showing just the same way they do it to people who are not involved in that kind of, it's the same thing, it's production. So take the expertise of Beltrade and attach it to the program of LIU so that we are gradually then transforming from put you out there for cut yard. There still may be a need for city council might still hire 100 of them boy, but no 500. Some of the other man they could start going into other areas of enterprise.
Yeah.
So this is the direction which is a more positive transition, and the public will have to give this program time to reach those goals, because you know be one immediate situation, but at least you know that it is not dropping those youths, but it is transforming or transitioning those youths into something and a more meaningful, man. That, you know, you as a drain sweeper, you see the carry home some money, but you don't gotta know what you do, boy. I sweep drain. No. But if you say, what you do? I work at a block factory, man. We produce this, we produce furniture. It got more dignity to it.
Which we've always discussed for some years.
Yes.
Try to dignify the work of these young men and not just cleaning drains.
Indeed.
But good point, Mr. Nuri. And while you were saying this, I was revisiting Dr. Gale and your book, The Culture of the Gangs. Dr. Gale highlighted, along with you, the transition over the years of our young people and into this whole gang culture and what have evolved over the period of time. I started to work when I was 17 going for 18, 1995, right? I am one of those few persons who've been around for the 30 odd plus years, from CYDP days.
That's right.
And I've told people I've worked in the area of youth development, community development, social work, and now policing, which this month marked 19 years being in the police department.
And you were always productive oriented, brother. I must congratulate you.
I don't want to say a program my mind that way, but I was lashed, pushed, encouraged to be result based. I was always the person working programs. I was never the person who sat down and watched others doing anything. I was always put. I remember years ago, the Yaba project, what we call OPR, Operational Positive Reinforcement. That was the gun in at the belly of the beast kind of mentality. Yabra at that time had some serious issues, nothing less than a man they get dropped per day, and we had to go in with the police at that time. The ZBLO, which was the Zone Beat Liaison Officers program, was assigned to me, True Youth for the Future, to work no less than 3 months to clean that up. And we did more than just clean up. We established the drop-in center, which is now the Yabra Community Policing Center, that the police officers centralized from that building and have been very productive over the past years in that community. In fact, the Yabra community has been transformed over the past years, not knowing that there's so much talented young people in that community, and I'm very proud of that type of work, seeing sewing programs, seeing computer training, seeing job placement,
which
seeing
shows
building
that
and
it
stuff
can be
there.
done.
That's what I'm saying. So when you said what you were saying about the vision of the minister looking at certain things, it's not to say that we haven't tried some of these things and saw results from these things. It's the people sometimes we need to put in the right places to make certain adjustments and changes, and of course the way forward. Because Fote highlighted when we were discussing that these guys, some are very, very smart. You know, they know directly how to move and when to move, you know. So what they are doing right now in this transition that is going on, they are doing their dialoguing too. They're doing their communication too, because they want to know what the their next move. The longer we take in making sure that this way forward falls in place, things will start to bubble up, things will start to warm up. And I'm not saying that in no negative way, it's just the reality. I've been around for years to know that if we not do this part here, this part here will happen. But the reality is that we not just lay back for making anything bile up. We want to address things, and the LIU is a very important program, a very crucial strategy of the government. It's not a just think of the mind where I want to wake up and say tomorrow, let's do this. It's where brilliant minds got together and sat down and strategized the way forward. And if this means that we need to do it, going back to the drawing board, discussing, but also strategizing the way forward, let's do it. Before they mention about the mentorship program, very crucial for we hold these young people early, you know, and especially because the statistics show how much young people drop out of school likewise. So, and if we not continue to work especially with these aren't beef we problem, and it's already becoming our problem. Looking at the sports, and I know I get credit for that. Looking at the William Dawson Peace Cup, which is the football, and the William Dawson basketball tournament, 2 successful tournaments for the past couple of years, and I'm very grateful that again we had restructured that program so much that people see the results of that, but don't realize that a lot of groundwork that the committee members and other persons that I work with understand that this is the way forward. No less than 250 young persons are impacted in each of these tournaments, no less. So there's a total of 500 young persons, both basketball and football, are impacted. Very importantly, the family component, and I know you look at that when we were looking at the way forward. In years ago, and I remember her, Lauren Namanin, we got Lauren to establish one women's support group that later became parenting support group. Why? Because we realized how these guys have their loved ones, their mother and their girlfriends, who play a very essential and important role. We need to revisit this in a component to say that these are support systems for these young men. That if you know the support, you're not helping the family, then everybody upon their own is try to struggle and survive mentally and physically. Absolutely. And so we need to again reach out hardly and support the living to these guys. And lastly, I don't want to forget this, Mr. Nuri. Dream of William, and I don't want to bypass his dream, is collaboration. Collaborative work with different NGOs and government entities. We can't do it by ourselves, and we can't do it by an island on our own. is to bring the different entities together and say, here, what, you the talk youth, I the talk youth. So we're part of youth to the focus. So you the focus between 8 and 12. We're part of youth to the focus between 12 and 18. We're part of youth to the focus point between 19 and 25. So let's sit down and see how this thing will work, because your part, if you miss his part, you got headache. If I miss your part, I got headache. So we need to better strategize the holistic work of you working with young people, especially in the marginalized, unattached, or the gang communities. Because the reality is, if we miss there, then they becomes the problem of the society.
Indeed.
Right?
And I would add to that, before I get your closing remark, we've got to stop saying, look how much money we put in a damn bad boy here, and we only put enough money in a the good youth there. That is a false narrative. If you look at the education budget, if you look at the health budget, if you look at the budget of the government itself, majority of the money that government give to young people go in structured programs. Education is the biggest. So we should not get the impression that, oh, whatever money government has to help young people, then they give it to bad boy. That is a wrong narrative. That's not true. The reality is, you might say, is that money that government is giving towards LIU well spent? That's a good conversation. We could deal with that and get that properly put. But don't give the public the impression. And I didn't only hear that from Minister Mala, but I also hear some people go out there with this narrative. Well, might have to be one bad boy if you want to help me then.
Yeah,
are you crazy?
Yep.
I can't get nothing. I look like I have to become a gang member, then I could get that. That's a wrong, politically motivated message.
Yep.
To create one stain on the government that the government no way they do it. They can't figure out in a budgetary thing that he can give this money to this one. No, that's a wrong narrative, man. You need to check that. The reality is that this is a program of $6 million, and I don't even think that's so much, but they say 6 million. That should have been 50 million. If you could spend on improving your infrastructure, and why don't you say, I will put $50 million over a 5-year period, and I will touch every single aspect of what creates this problem, and I will keep it consistently going for the next 5, 10, 15 years. That's how you solve a generational problem. You don't solve it by just a quick fix and think it's going to be solved in this administration. This man can tell you, past administration, it's been going on now for 30 years.
30 plus.
You're still young, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
Anyway, get your final point there.
Well,
brother.
my final thing is this. To all the guys there, they contribute massive when it comes to the LIU work program, especially guys that probably we go to and stop a lot of killings from happening.
Yeah.
I want to big one up today, and I want to give younger brothers and sisters a chance to have something in the future, to get educated, and at the top, a man like Thales, Param, Batre, Gray, Wani, Malik, Remo, lot of them, the people who actually was with the program. Because right now, they go to suffer for the bad. That's the whole life is.
Yeah.
It is what it is, but we must move off on this now. We must move off knowing that we have our future when it comes to the kids, and our responsibility to make sure LIU give them one chance, the same chance we had to develop, to understand. I know the ownership and to help them.
Yeah.
So all I have to say, thanks for the time, really, me did it. And I know still, because I talk to them still, I have that heart paper to me really want something good happen.
Yeah.
Keep on that, and try come together. Okay?
I've been dealing with these brothers during this 30 days of the SOE. You talk about Battery, you talk about DeAndre, you talk about BT, all of them they back there. And I get the sense, well, of course, you know, when you got your head in a tiger mouth, you say all kind of things. But I truly get the sense, to use the words of one of the men then, that Nuri, I tired of this. It's not to carry me no way. Look, on my beard, I get beard with white hair in it now. They tell me how long he's been involved. I'm tired. So we need to understand that this is a process. I don't want to say they're not innocent victim, but you have to, if you step back and understand what's been going on, you could see that they are, in many cases,
you see what, I must say this, what people don't see, and they see the 6 whatever million, they don't see the amount of lives when it gets serious. They don't see when Mr. Dawson and myself scramble certain things that could have been like a disaster.
Yes, indeed.
You know, and the problem with that is that them man will have the mind for the community where really, and I don't talk about bullshitters, I talk about man we really want this thing whole, and we want this thing calm, then we want to say we're different, we want to get, we're like Dougie mentioned, we're sharp, we have that business mind. They man there, that the man there and say, boy, we know the with that, we know the plan that, this is what we try to get into this money. Like you could have something. For them man there, for them people there. Because there's a lot of others where we kill them a little song. Because there's a lot of bullshitters in it. I know they cut no corners.
A lot of bullshitters in the so-called legal system.
You understand?
People that jerk back and forth. This is our mindset we got. And
but for them man,
like
for them man there,
you know, just they don't.
I just want them to keep on level head as they always have. I want them to say, show them that even under pressure, you could remain calm because you could.
Yeah.
Show them that that LIU money may keep on being the person or that's something for Uno.
Yeah.
So show them, keep it up. No, get weak. No get weak.
No lose your hope.
Yes, man.
We are, keep hope alive is what they say. That was Jesse Jackson's call. Keep hope alive, because that's what keep you alive. Hope. If you don't have hope, you implode, and you gotta have hope that things is gonna get better. I want to say that we are calling out Beltrade. We know that you function in a very key area, and I must say, Mr. Curious, you had sent the guy over when we had Surviving Soldier. He came over and he made a presentation. We want to engage that brother there even more now, because now we're ready. The government is promising that they will finance certain key business projects, but we don't want to do it like in the past. Oh, how much you need? Give that and you're just getting money and go. No. No, you have to pass certain tests to be sure, and you have to sign certain agreement that you want to pay back what you get. So it becomes almost like a credit union loan. Why? Because if we give you the money, you're wasting. But if you know you have to pay it, just like your light bill, boy, if you don't pay it, your light going off. That's the kind of discipline that we need to introduce, because you have to deal with the taxpayer money. I also want to big up Sticks.
Yeah.
I want to big up Miss Olga. You said it before. We want to big up
Stamp heroes, man.
These are people who are working in the background. Heroes. And these are people who just in a quiet one-on-one conversation is preventing people from retaliating.
Yeah, Miss Marinto, I remember her.
Miss Marin, sorry, Miss Marin.
Roxana.
Don't get back with me, Miss JP.
Big Mike
Timmy.
Timmy, I mentioned Timmy already. But there are a lot of background people, including the police that are working with LIU.
Community policing officer's name.
These persons are also very important.
All the police.
So it's a collective effort. And it did get a black eye over the last few days, because people say, see, I tell you that thing not work. But we're showing you from a background information now that yes, it had some faults, it had some areas where it may fall weak, but it's been identified and the patient is now receiving the necessary attention to bring it back to health.
One person I don't want to forget, and I really want to give him kudos, Dr. Richard Rosado.
Oh yes.
You know, I'm saying the Commissioner of Police. You know, many times when you're in mediation, the man could either say, yeah, what, this is not time for the discussion. You know, we've done that over the past period of time. Past Commissioner Williams, he's been doing a lot of dialoguing and mediation likewise. But Dr. Rosado comes with this holistic approach again, and he wants to not use just the heavy hand. Shut down this, deal with this, but he also wants to do this, where the LIU and others reach out holistically in a collaborative type of work. So shout out to the Commissioner and the High Command there at the Police Department, who sometimes they remind me, you know, we don't want to go out there, go just want bully reg and rough up, man. You know, we want help them too. And some of them have some good history and memories of what had worked. And so they keep that in mind, of that sweet taste and not bitter taste.
Very good.
That's what I said before we go, right?
Yeah. And we don't big up William at all. I mean, William Andrew at all.
No, I said it earlier. Andrew put in major work, but I just want to say that everything, and this is my philosophy, in a life happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, nothing is a coincidence. So what happens for a reason, either if it develop you, and if you can't stand it, the pressure, it might break you. But what you have to do, remember God now, this is the God time. Remember that there is a God. Remember that God don't want to make something happen when it comes to destruction. No, it have to be you, destroy you. Right? Everything happens for a reason. I know that. So I personally know that we are bounced back from this.
We are.
Let's be strong.
We are already coming back. We are already coming back. All right. I want to thank my guests, Brother Puti Gongara and Brother Doug Hyde, for this invaluable input today, looking at LIU from different angles. It's very important that we engage and come to you, the public. It is your money that we're spending. Your money is paying for this experiment. And this experiment can work because we know what needs to be done, and we are admitting that some of it was not done, and that's why we fell into this lurch. But it's now being corrected, it's now being addressed, and give it some time, give it some patience, and I think you will see a different LIU, or a more fulfilled LIU. I don't want to look as though LIU not do nothing. It did a lot of things. You got some youths out there right now, after them 2 ball, they now have some skills that they can work with. So we can't say LIU don't do nothing. It has done tremendous work, but it can do far more, and it can do it on a different level. So I want to thank Mr. Clifton Lewis, who has been our background man always. We have Harlan Wagner was our MCO today. And of course, we have the one and only Anthony Grant downstairs. So Belizeans, stand strong and stand firm. Remember to do the right thing. For now, we gone!
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting, just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from then it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Paperworks Entertainment and SJ Promotion presents the official Belizean Jamaican link-up, the Father's Day edition. It's an all-white day party on Sunday, June 21st at the Belize Airport Authority parking lot, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Featuring the international reggae dancehall singing sensation stage boss, Wayne Wonder. To mash up the stage alongside the General Super G for the first time in Belize, Steely Bashman plus Belize's top DJs. Get your general tickets for $60 and VIP for $150 at Madisco, Stone Music Outlet and VIP Wireless. And lock the date for the official Belizean Jamaican link-up all-white day party on Sunday, June 21st at the Belize Airport Authority parking lot, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sponsored by...
This Mother's May, celebrate the woman who makes the house feel like home all month long. Great deals like 15% off bathroom and kitchen fixtures from Moen, Hansgrohe, and Duraflow. Plus 15% off Hispasensa tiles, Stormguard windows, and 40% off Sunlight windows. And 15% off Berger paints and huge savings on clearance colors. So come in to Habet and Habet or Brothers Habet, call us or WhatsApp us today and make this Mother's May one to remember. Happy Mother's Day to all marvelous moms.
We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to obey. And all the things that we feel happen and dark and blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We got to keep moving. Na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up.